Stuart. That was my first name, and so they always call me by my first name, Stuart. I grew up on the east side of San Antonio. I used to live in a place called Sutton Homes. They've torn them down now. And then I ended up moving to another place that they called the Sticks. And the street that I grew up on was called F Street. Favorite childhood memory would probably be my experience going to the Eastside Boys and Girls Club. It used to just be the boys club at the time. And so my very first time going there, I saw a lot of kids, a little intimidated, but my big brother kind of helped calm me down. Favorite tradition from childhood would probably be, if I would call it a tradition, it would be basketball. That's something that everybody did, and so I enjoyed doing that.
What inspired you to be a pastor?
Just, number one, God spoke to my heart and said, this is something that I want you to do. And then I believe the other thing is just being able to love on people the way Jesus loved on me. So that's what really made me pursue the desire to really go and become a pastor. Knowing Jesus Christ as my personal Savior, that would be the greatest success for me, because once that happened, everything else makes sense for me. That's a good question. I guess it would be to see you all take your rightful places in life to fulfill God's purposes for your life. That would be the greatest thing for me. Greatest life lesson, don't waste opportunities. Whatever opportunities come your way, take full advantage of every opportunity. That's a life lesson. The greatest challenges are really role models. I believe role models and people hearing truth. You know, there are a lot of lies out there, but the truth is what I believe is something that's really needs to be told. Biggest fear? I guess it would be that the kids in the neighborhood would miss their opportunities to succeed in life. That's probably my greatest fear. I've seen hope restored. I've seen belief restored in some places. I see life, opportunities that probably didn't exist, started to exist a little bit more. So I think that's something that I see going on in the communities now. Biggest obstacles in my community would probably be just the lack of love from the church. That the church didn't love the community like I believe Jesus really wants us to. Details about the East Side that I want others to know, that there are people here who have big hearts, people who love hard, people who are genuine, people who believe, and people who would just love to have other people understand where they come from and to know the experiences that they have. Others can actually learn from them and take them to heart and learn things from them and grow from the experiences that they have from the East Side. Because a lot of people don't have those experiences. They really don't. They really don't know until they get a chance to see for themselves. To love Jesus with everything that you have, and to love your neighbors and love people. Love Jesus and love people. Sure, so the Boys and Girls Club, it gave you an opportunity, number one, to learn to interact with other people, other kids. You learn team, right? I play sports, basketball, baseball, football. And so it allowed you to learn to build teamwork, right? And then that camaraderie, learning to interact with other kids and become a team and accomplishing things together, goals together. And so it laid a really, really good foundation for that, especially in my life, playing sports and then going into the military. All of that goes back to the Boys and Girls Club. That was foundation for us. And then the other thing, it kept us out of trouble. It was a safe place to go. And I know if we didn't have, I hate to think what would happen if we didn't have that. And so it was such a blessing in so many different ways. And of course, the staff there, they were good role models for us, learning to play sports and all the things that they did. And they invested in our lives, right? They were willing to meet us in a place like this and then teach us different things, because it wasn't just basketball and sports. We learned to play pool, we learned to play ping pong. We did different educational type of things. We took trips together. And so it was so many experiences that it gave that I know that helped lay a foundation for me interacting with other people. Yeah, it's a great place to start.